All right, welcome to Grimmy Eat World, meal number 2. We're here at Crumbl. Can't have a cheat day without Crumbl, right? This week's lineup, we got the milk chocolate chip. We got the Brookie Cookie. We got raspberry cupcake. We got the Molten lava cookie. Biscoff Cheesecake, very excited to try that. The shark sugar cookie. And Aloha Pie. This week's lineup is nice. I think this is gonna be a great lineup. I'm very excited for this. Let's eat. We're here having fun at Crumbl. It's gonna be a good meal. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what happened during my time of competitive eating and how I got my stomach hurt and why I can't eat to capacity right now. Let's get started. You know how we do here. Chocolate chip cookie first. See where we stand. This one's super fat. It looks great. Chocolate chips everywhere. This looks like a fantastic cookie. Milk chocolate chip. I'm ready. I can already tell you, 9.9. I can't tell you how, like, every week I come here knowing that these cookies are good. And every week I'm always blown away by how good that first bite is. It's crazy. This is a 9.9. It's a fat cookie. It's soft on the inside. Got a pretty hearty crunch on the outside. Not even crunch, but just like a firm shell. It's nice. It's a nice contrast of texture. There's not much more I can say. I should have let it on the warming pad a little bit more so it could get a little bit more warmer instead of holding it, but aside from that, dude, this cookie is made beautifully. I can't even. I don't know how they do it, man. Like, they get better and better every week, and I just don't understand how. All right, so last year I got into competitive eating, which is why I can eat so much. I actually got into competitive eating because I found the eating world randomly on YouTube, just one day, a Beard Meats Food thing popped up, and I watched it and was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And when I was being on my super strict cutting diet, I started watching Beard Meats Food when I was eating my very basic meals. And I was like, at some point, it just dawned on me, it's like, I think I might be able to do that. And one thing led to another, and I started doing a little bit of eating and seeing how it went. And my trainer worked with me a little bit, and you know, obviously it worked because here I am doing eating. Brookie Cookie. Oh, we can't separate them. That would be wrong. Brookie Cookie. All right. I don't know why I put that down. I feel like I should do a best of both worlds, or should I sample each half? Okay. There's a lack of chocolate chips in the cookie side, but I don't know if there's supposed to be chocolate chips in it or not. Let's do the brownie. Brookie Cookie. Perfectly baked to my liking. I'm gonna say this one is an 8.6. It came out very well, but I feel like lacking the chocolate chips makes the cookie not quite as great, and the brownie tastes more cookie-like as opposed to brownie-like, which I think it just comes down to having to mix it, I believe. But this is another instance where I think having one or the other would be far superior to having both mixed. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be chocolate chips in this, but I don't think there was any. But it's okay, because the mixture of the chocolate part and the cookie part do create a delightful experience. So last year, July 4th, I planned a vacation to go to the beach. Now, I asked my trainer what I should do about food, and his response was, don't worry about it, just don't go crazy. So, my first day off work was July 3rd. I got a meal of sushi that ended up totaling 9 pounds total with everything, drinks, soups, sushi, everything. Weighed 9 pounds and I ate it. And that's how this all started, was realizing that, hey, I can eat. So after that, I started talking to my trainer about, you know, ways to work in training, which I do a lot of stomach training with cucumbers, because cucumbers, a kilogram, I believe, is 150 calories. So, you know, if I can eat 20 pounds of cucumbers, I'll have only eaten 1,500 calories. I'll take that. So I do a lot of cucumber eating. I now love cucumbers. But yeah, from from July 4th, I started eating cucumbers. And I had signed up for a mushroom contest in the fall. I believe the first week of September. But somebody invited me to a burger contest the weekend before, like spur of the moment. Like the beginning of the week was like, here, do you want to do this? I was like, I mean, I was gonna have the mushrooms be my first contest. I was like, I guess I'll sign up, see if there's any open slots. And that's how I went to my very, very first eating contest. It was right before Labor Day, I think is the one in September, is Labor Day. Labor Day weekend was a hamburger festival, and I went and I ate hamburgers. Molten lava. Let's see if it's molten inside. Molten lava. No chocolate pull today. Yeah, I think it's hard to keep the lava inside a cookie. But Domino's nails it. Oh, Lord. I'll tell you what. Crumbl nailed it here today, too. So, I'm giving this guy a 9.7. This thing is wonderfully done. It's got the warm, gooey cookie. It's got the warm, gooey lava in the center. The powdered sugar adds a nice fluffy touch to it. Everything about this is perfect. I personally would add a little bit more inside filling, the lava. I just think it could use more, but it might be hard to do it in a cookie form, so I'm not gonna be too harsh about it, but like I would love to see more lava in these. But man, this is hitting just like all the marks are checked. It's fantastic. That bite was just a mouthful of lava, and it was wonderful. Just that explosion of chocolate in your mouth. You can't beat it. Incredible. That cookie has me speechless. Like, that was good. There's a high chance Molten Lava is going to be cookie of the week. All right, so I went to my first eating contest, the burgers. I thought it was gonna be all you can eat, whoever eats the most wins. But I guess Red Robin didn't want to do that anymore. So it was the first to finish 10 quarter-pound burgers. So I went, and I knew one of the guys already from watching the Eating World stuff on YouTube. So I knew I was in for a fight. Well, I got up there and I was on the end because, you know, I had no credentials. Nobody knew who I was. And that's what they do. They put the contenders in the center so everybody can see them. And I was all the way on the end. So I had no idea what the people who could eat were doing. I was just doing my own thing. And at the end, I literally lost by like a second. The guy that beat me was Jack Diamond, and he literally opened his mouth just like a second before I did. So close. Now, some stuff happened afterwards that I'm not going to get into. They ended up declaring it a tie. So I thought I had second. Like, even on the Facebook and whatever, it says I'm in second, but you know, I got a text saying that we're gonna send you the other half of the winning prize money and we're gonna declare it a tie. So that happened, and then the following week was the Mushroom Festival, which I dominated. I believe I ate 4 pounds of mushrooms in the 8 minutes. And they were good mushrooms too. I like them a lot. I would do the mushrooms again. I think that was probably my favorite food that I did so far. Raspberry cupcake or strawberry cupcake. Fine, we're making a mess then. Alrighty. Oh man, I sure do love these cupcake cookies. They always come out so good. We'll find out if it's raspberry or strawberry finally. Raspberry. No question. Now, we got another fat boy here, which is just, it makes it so much better. That's like the secret sauce, is making it a fat boy like that. It helps everywhere. It helps with not melting the icing with the warming pad. It makes the inside softer, which is awesome. I love it. It's just all around better. Like, it allows you to have more crunch on the outside because it's not over baking the inside when doing it. The raspberry icing is delightful. I don't taste cream cheese if there's supposed to be cream cheese, but the fact that it's raspberry still makes it delightful for me. I'm going to give this a 9.0. I think it's solid. I'm definitely spoiled after that molten lava though. Mm. 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 Wonderful. Okay. So I had my first couple contests and I was hooked. I literally found a contest every weekend until I think November was the first time I couldn't find any. Got one in New Year's. So like the end of November, like Thanksgiving time up until New Year's, I was doing other stuff. There was a, Domino's pizza, or basically Domino's everything but pizza day. Silly stuff like that, just kind of doing whatever I want. And early the following year, this year, in January, I did my second food challenge? Second or third food challenge, I would have to think about. Because I know I did the pretzel food challenge. And then this challenge, I thought I did maybe one more. Maybe not. Maybe I was only on my second food challenge. And I did that one with George the Smorgasbord Chigger. And the following Tuesday, when I would start drinking more water and start getting my stomach stretched and ready for the following week, give myself 2 days break of doing nothing stomach related. Dumplings was the third challenge. So yeah, it was my third challenge, the Belly Buster, a barbecue challenge, 8.5 pounds of barbecue. After that one, I tried to do a water chug, and at that point I was trying to do water chugs for time. How quickly can I drink a gallon of water? And I think that's what did the damage. I think it was too fast, because I stopped listening to my body. There would always be like a awkward feeling, and the only way I could describe it is it seems like if you were filling up a water balloon at your kitchen sink. Like, I don't know, it just felt like that type of stretching, like just like super stretching. But I've eaten 12 pounds before at Shady Maple. A gallon of water is only 8 pounds. So I wasn't overstretching the stomach. So it had to have been just how quickly I was chugging the water and just ignoring the feeling of maybe you should stop, because it felt awkward. And I think blowing through that feeling one too many times is what got me. I ended up bursting a blood vessel and had to go to the hospital, and there was a helicopter trip and everything. I got the full experience. So that's why I am no longer eating to full capacity right now. But I got another scan, and the scan shows my hematoma went down from like 15 or 17 centimeters, and now it's down to like 2 by 5 instead of 15 by 17. So with that significant of an improvement in these couple months, like that's why I'm slowly starting to get back into it. I'm probably never ever going to chug again, ever. Like I'm going to drink the water at like a reasonable pace and not push myself into chugging, because food never was a problem. Getting huge quantities of food never caused any problems ever. It was just chugging water and trying to do it in less than a minute. That's when the problem started. So I won't be doing that anymore. Yeah, I was hoping it would work, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that work. I wish I could for you guys, but I don't foresee any way of making it work, so sorry. Now, I don't want these to fall. Shark sugar cookie. The secret shark sugar cookie. All right, it's a sugar cookie. Kind of know what to expect here. Let's see how it is though. Hmm. Shark sugar cookie. I'm gonna give it an 8/8. Yes, it's a basic sugar cookie. It is made beautifully. I would say the gummy on top, not for me, but the flavor of the gummy and the flavor that they're trying to match on the icing does give it a nice little pop that I do enjoy the small alteration. But it's no cream cheese ice sugar cookie, so it's definitely not a 9. I think they did super well, but I think this is actually, like, if I like sugar cookies and gummies, this would be a perfect kind of cookie. But these things are just a little off for me. Yeah, gummies just get in the way. I like experiencing my food, not working at chewing chewy stuff. The only thing is the gummy shark and the icing, the way they pair together gives a very unique flavor experience that I really did enjoy. It's just I can't get over the fact that it was a gummy, really. Now, I have footage of all of my eating escapades since I started. There is documentation of everything. But it's nowhere near as polished as things are now. So I don't know if I'm ever going to release it. Maybe way down the line, I'll put it on the Undercooked channel. But like, I'm not trying to destroy the momentum that I have, because I think things are going pretty well. Like, all things considered, I'm pretty sure like things are going like almost uncommonly well. So I don't want to put old content that like is not nearly as polished. I don't really want to release that right now, because I think that could put a hold on growth. So unless I make a third channel. But yeah, I was doing contests every weekend, a few challenges, 3 of them. I was having a blast, man. It was a great time. This channel was not supposed to be a cheat day channel, not at all. But once I got hurt and was told no eating quantity, I dropped it back down to, of course, originally not eating as much as I am now. I kind of, as time went on, lost control of keeping everything mild. As far as calories go, I'm pretty sure as far as weight goes, I haven't eaten anything over 5 pounds. I don't think. At least not intentionally. That was my goal, was to not eat more than half of my capacity. But you know, here I am. I'm fine. I feel fine. Things are getting better, and I think very soon I might start doing my normal training cycle. It just is not going to work. But I'm excited to have started doing the mild training that I am doing, just because it's nice to be back in business, you know. Even though I don't think I'm going to be as hardcore about competitive eating. Like, I kind of like what I'm doing. I like the community that I'm building, and honestly, like, the things that I learned about competitive eating and the things that go on there, I'm not exactly thrilled about. You know, I was hoping, I don't know, I guess I'm just naive with everything. 'Cause it was the same thing with the fitness industry too. It's like, you know, I tried to believe everybody was not taking steroids, but it's like, yeah, well, yeah, not when they get tested, they're not, but what about the other 5 months out of every 6-month period, you know? So I'm a little naive when it comes to just like trusting people telling the truth. And I guess that's why I express what actually goes on with what I do, because Everybody else hides stuff, hides how they bend the rules. I don't want to say cheat. Everybody has their own way of doing stuff, but there's just some stuff that I don't want to do. And it's a shame because there's a lot of people that are going to be able to do way more than me because they don't have to deal with consequences of a lot of things. This is the Biscoff Cheesecake, and I am so ready for this. Look at the bottom of this. I just saw it. This is gonna be fantastic. Oh my Lord, this is gonna be great. I can smell it. Like it's. Mm. Every bit worthy of the hype. Before I go ravenous, let's rate this. This is a 9.7. All I really want is the cheesecake to be a little more creamier cheesecake, but everything else is great. The Biscoff profile is fantastic. You know what, I think if whipped cream was on the whole thing, I think it'd be perfect as well, or a little bit more cream cheese. I just kind of want a little bit more refreshing cream cheese. It might be because it's not quite as cold as it would have been right out of the cooler. But like, it's right there. It's right in perfect zone. Just minor details I'm nitpicking. It's so hard to like try and take my time with this because like I just like well, that is my story of my competitive eating / eating world entry. I guess it's been about a year since I've been in the eating world. It's been what, 9-ish, 10 months-ish since I started making content about it. Cause yeah, September. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's been a year since I had my first big eat and started moving in the direction of what I'm doing. So it's nice to be able to start taking my time getting back into it. I'm hoping once I get comfortable with where I'm at with things, I want to start doing more local stuff. I don't want to get rid of the chains because the chains are relatable to everybody, but I like local places. Like, they have the things that they do that are just out of this world, and that's part of the Grimmy Eat World experience that I want. Like, I like destroying, 5 pounds of fast food, but what I like destroying more is all the things that, a mom or a pop restaurant thinks is, these are what our specialties are, and this is what people like, and this is what they come here and get all the time. Now, if I can eat 5 pounds of that, I'm having a good day. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The idol I'm shooting for is Guy Fieri. I'm just I do a little bit more eating than 2 bites is all. But that's kind of like, that's where I kind of want to be, is being the Guy Fieri. Find cool places to eat that do cool, unique things, or just things that are out of this world, and just showcase them to everybody. And I don't know, maybe people don't want me to do that or won't like me doing that, but only time will tell. Aloha Pie. Let's see how the Aloha Pie is. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on whether or not the Aloha Pie is going to do it for me. I think the cookie crust is going to make it, but let's see. It kind of just reminds me of like a turtle pie. Wow, when I can't see what I'm doing, I like get giant pieces. Wow, their crusts are like really cool today. They're like chunky crusts. Look at this. Look at that. Hopefully you can see it. It's like they're chunky, like it's not like a super finely ground cookie crust. Same with the Biscoff, it was chunky. I like this way better. I like chunky crust. This is good. The pie, also good in total. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna say an 8.8. It doesn't taste anything extravagant, nothing special. I'm not sure, I think there's supposed to be coconut. I'm not really getting any coconut hints. It is a good pie. It's over 8.5. It's in the zone, very close to perfect, but like between the price point and the fact that I feel like I could easily replace this pie elsewhere, I'm not giving it the 9s. It's a good pie. I'm glad I got it, but I feel like I could have gotten this anywhere. Wow. A fine day, Saturday. Yeah, today's a good day, man. Today's a good day. Good day for Crumbl. Good day for Dunkin'. I'm glad I got a little bit of breakfast food inside me, because I do enjoy my breakfast foods. Now you know the basics of the story of how I started eating and how I got to the point where I'm doing what I'm doing. Why. I know it doesn't come up extremely often, but every now and again people will make comments. I'm like, give me some time. I want to wait until I can eat to max capacity again. Well, that's what I mean. I've only really been eating half of what my capacity was. I'm sure it's gone down a little bit, but yeah, I haven't been trying to like push my stomach size because I just am trying to keep myself safe. But we're gonna start slowly getting into it. Hopefully I'll be ready for season 3 to start making some big meals happen. But we'll see. I'm not trying to set too many goals that don't make any sense or may end up getting changed. All right, well, today was actually a pretty wonderful Crumbl day. I feel like I want to give this lineup in total an 8.8. Maybe even a 9. Like, even normally the Brookie doesn't really pop on my radar, but today's Brookie was all right. Today's Brookie was all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at 8.8, just because I feel like the lineup that we got was like aesthetically basic, like the Brookie, the sugar cookie, like they were all mild. Like there was nothing over the top, but like what really classifies over the top? All the Crumbl cookies are technically over the top, like 800 calorie cookies. Come on. Anywho, thanks for joining me for another meal on Grimmy Eat World. I'm gonna get ready for meal number 3, which is a requested meal. So it was actually requested by somebody on Instagram. So they're probably not going to see any of these videos, I don't think. I'm not sure. Maybe. But I'm gonna take care of that meal later. Hopefully I can get it done. I'm going a little big. I don't think it'll be as big as last week's Orange Cream Festival, because I definitely underestimated that. It turns out that I had forgotten to calculate over 2 pounds of food into that, which is why things went so terribly wrong. But you know, you make mistakes. It's all right. But I'll see you at meal number 3. It's gonna be great for everybody, I think. It should be a lot of fun. What in the world will I eat next?